is just moments away. It's the Vikings and the Texans next on Madden Football.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers are 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second down at 5. Now Eason. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action with Eason. This one complete to Scott Miller. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it.
McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down and goal now. And this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. On the ground, McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's complete to Gallman. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Eason. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2nd down and 7.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10, Eason.
Out left, he's got it to Everett.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Eason. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Going deep this time for Miller, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Eason. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From just shy of midfield, Eason. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Here's Eason off the play fake. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Eason to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. so this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Eason sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing is Eason. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Back to throw. Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? He got 29 yards that time.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So we hit halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's Hall. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try it too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Bound to lose one. 54 for Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10.
3-3. Watch 42.
Now Eason. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Don't do us like that.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Eason's throw caught by Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, Eason. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Eason, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Eason. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that. And look,
now Burrow loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Yeah, baby.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's get it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, punt.
From the gun is Eason.
Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Eason.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Miller. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. That is caught by Thielen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Houston's offense taking over again. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So the final seconds have ticked